summer and we want to put our best face forward. So how do we get that clear complexion and summer glow? Well, let's talk to skin expert Amy Sahota, who's here to answer all of our skincare questions. Amy, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So Amy, skincare is so confusing when you really don't know where to start. So what are the basics for a good skincare routine?
Oh, I love this question. It's basically our number one question we get from everyone, whether you're like 12 or in your 40s. It's really confusing, but I always say kind of just stick to the 5-point regimen. So what you would start off is a really good cleanse. You would want to use a hydration toner. You would want to use something that's going to be a correction, moisturize, and then also protect your skin.
So the 5 points. So अपने cleanse करो, tone करो, फिर अपने skin ਨੂੰ treat करो, moisturize करो, so dry ना होवे, and then protect it, sunscreen देना.
Yes.
Okay. So when काफी mistakes लोग की अपने skincare routine ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ, right? People make a lot of mistakes during their skincare regimen. What are the most common mistakes that people make?
We find a lot of clients will over cleanse their face and over moisturize.
Hold on. So ਤੁਸੀਂ actually ਆਪਣੇ face ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ over clean ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ. That's a thing.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And so how do we then clean our face without over cleansing?
So when you are cleansing, what I do recommend doing is just stick to it doing twice a day. So you would start off in the morning, and then you'll also do it at the end of the night, and that is it.
So sve nu te sham nu, that's it.
Yes.
Okay, but what if you're gone to the gym and you're working out and you have all the sweat like me? Then do we still wash our face as we would in the daytime or nighttime?
Oh, absolutely. So if you are going to be working out, that's when you do want to put an additional cleanse in there. But other than that, you don't want to be over cleansing, because we find a lot of people, if they're oily, will just constantly be washing their face. And what happens is you actually overproduce on oil. So it counteracts all the washing you're doing.
Okay, so no over cleansing.
Yes.
And so now, in order to avoid like the after cleansing effects. I know ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮੂੰਹ ਧੋਨੀ ਆ, then after that ਮੈਂ toner ਲਾਨੀ ਆ, right?
Yes.
So how do we avoid like not irritating our skin after we wash it? I find that's really difficult.
A lot of people find that if they don't have moisturizer on, their skin feels really dry and tight. So what I recommend after cleansing is use an alcohol-free toner, because you don't want to ever feel dry or tight whenever you're using a product.
So ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਮੂੰਹ ਧੋਨੇ ਆ, ਸਾਡੀ skin dry ਜਾਂ tight ਨਹੀਂ feel ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ.
No.
So ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ toner ਵਰਤਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ alcohol ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ.
Yes.
Right? And what about guys? When I know, okay, my brothers, ਛੇਤੀ ਸਾਬਣ ਨਾਲ ਮੂੰਹ ਧੋ ਕੇ, they don't even use proper ਸਾਬਣ. ਸਾਬਣ ਦੀ ਟਿੱਕੀ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ, ਮੂੰਹ ਧੋ ਕੇ, they're out the door.
Yes.
So should guys also be using a toner and a moisturizer and a sunscreen?
Yes, and definitely toss out the soap, because that's one of the reasons why you are dry and tight. So definitely need to incorporate a cleanser.
Yeah, I got it. The jury's out if boys feel dry and tight in their face, because they seem to just wash and go.
Yeah.
But you're right. So they should be using a moisturizer and a sunscreen and a toner as well. And also now, really sagi skin, like South Asian skin, right? What is good to use on our specific type of skin?
Well, unfortunately, with our community, our skin is a little bit more sensitive, so we are going to be more prone to getting pigmentation. So that's going to be the brown spots you usually see underneath the eyes, like in the cheek area. Sometimes you get on the forehead, or even on the chin. What happens is sometimes hormones do play a role, but the last ingredient it does need is UV exposure. So when you're outdoors in the sun, basically, that's causing all the pigmentation.
So it's actually caused by the UV rays of the sun.
Yes, exactly, sun damage.
protect kar sakde hain?
Oh, we definitely can. So this is where you want to start to do, you would want to incorporate a treatment. So what I would recommend doing is actually using a vitamin C serum. It's really great in the summertime. It's not going to make your skin sensitive, but it's going to actually help with the pigmentation to start to reduce it.
So vitamin C ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ਾਇਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਫਰਕ ਪੈ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, protect ਹੋ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ and ਫਰਕ ਪੈ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, right?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be treating it, and then you would put your sunscreen over top.
Okay, so vitamin C, ਤੇ ਫਿਰ vitamin C cream ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ then we put sunscreen on top of the vitamin C cream.
Yes, for protection.
And what if if someone doesn't have hyperpigmentation? Right? ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋ ਸ਼ਾਇਆਂ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ should they still be using a vitamin C cream?
It's up to the person. So some people are going to be more prone to getting it. So vitamin C kind of gives you more of a glowy look, which is why it's really popular. But if you don't have any skin issues, you can go straight to a moisturizer and then an SPF.
SPF plus sunscreen, बहुत ज़रूरी है all the time.
It should be every single day.
And what kind of sunscreen? Because in the market, there's so many different types of sunscreen: bodily sunscreen, face sunscreen, 30 SPF, 40 SPF. There's some that I've seen 100 SPF.
Yes.
केड़ी सानू buy करनी चाहिए? Which one should we be getting?
Well, at the end of the day, not all sunscreens are the same. So that's why I always say stick to a really good brand because you want to have less chemicals in your sunscreen.
Okay.
Anything over 50 is actually not going to be doing anything. So I would normally stick in the summertime, especially for this summer, anywhere between a 30 to 50 is perfect.
So 30 to 50 SPF, they avoid chemicals in the sunscreen. Okay, and how much? Because I know, Kaveri, I see people, pura thabba la ke put on their face, right?
No,
so
that's so
how
common.
much sunscreen do we actually put on our face?
So your face and your neck is usually about a teaspoon.
Okay.
And then for the rest of the body is about a shot glass.
Shot glass. But the sunscreen for our body is different than what we use for our face.
It normally should be just because your face is a lot more sensitive than the rest of the body and also it clogs a lot more. A lot of people don't like to wear sunscreen because it feels sticky, they get breakouts afterwards. So find a sunscreen that's more for sensitive skin, I would say, for the face, or just stick with one that's actually just for the face.
Okay. And also, what about like a facial regimen? Like everyone says, go for a facial every 6 weeks. Sanu facial hi jana chahiye hai. This goes. How often, first of all, should we be going for a facial in the summertime? And as well as men and women both, what do you recommend?
Well, anyone with skin should ideally go for a skin treatment. So that's pretty much everyone, I would say. The reason why you do want to go in to actually see someone, you're seeing an expert. You're not seeing someone that has no skin education.
Yes.
They'll also be able to prescribe proper products. A lot of people are usually using the wrong cleanser, the wrong exfoliant, and also the wrong moisturizer. And that's a big cause to a lot of the skin issues a lot of people are having, is just they're not using proper products for their skin type.
And so see a skin expert.
Yes.
And find out what's good for your skin. And also, kado sanu skincare regimen shuru karni chahiye? Is it when we're teenagers, when we come into early adult life, later on in adult life? When's a good time to start?
The best time is probably when you're sweating or also if you're applying makeup. So that's when you do want to start teaching someone when they're in their teenager years, because if you're putting any type of product on your face, you need to know how to wash that off.
So as soon as you start applying makeup, those years, start a skincare regimen.
Exactly.
And put your best face forwards.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Amy, for all your wonderful tips. We hope that you'll come back to the show and share some more skincare routines and tips and tricks with us. So thank you for being on the show.